Ladies and gentlemen, we have bananas in chat, which means we are live on twitch.tv/Asuma. Hi, I'm still getting set up here. Let's drag that down there. Wonderful. Wonderful. Now, oh, this voice. Morning voice. Now, my friends, I believe we are very much good to go. Good to do this live stream. We have Silver Dreamcatcher2525 resubscribing for 7 months in a row, and Kath the Dragon resubscribing for 2 months in a row with Amazon Prime. Thank you so much for your subscription. Appreciate it ever so much. I hope that both of you enjoy today's live stream. Wow, you can hear the croakiness in my voice. I apologise. How unprofessional of me. How could I do such a thing as to croak? Yeah, this is my AFK chest right here. It's where I put my stuff in when I go AFK, because I don't want to lose it in case I die for some weird reason. You know. We might need a couple of chests. So peeps, we're going to work pretty much, I think, exclusively in this area today. There's lots of stuff to be done in this area, including the kelp farm. I thought of a way to optimize it a little bit, possibly. Why does it say there are 3 million views, says B56? That's because we have broken over 3 million. This is interesting what we are looking at right here. Whoa! Okay, so we fully stocked all of this. Fascinating. Right. The kelp is particularly low in the first one, but full on the next ones. So burning through a full lot of fuel, how much? Okay, I think where it's gone and filled up all of this and stopped working, it means that the kelp line has run further back. Yes. So somewhere around here, oh, you saw it flick. We might see it stop. We could actually just do a little bit of jumping around. Oh, okay. Now that the hopper shapes have changed, you can kind of see through them a bit. Right, that's the one. So the one right there with the glass is as far as it's got. So that can tell us how much we need in order to refuel this thing. Oh, and I fell down here. Hang on, that means my AFK area is not very secure. Oh dear! I've been AFKing down here as if nothing could ever get into this place. It turns out that... oh yes, it could. Things could drop down here and kill me. Well, I'm glad they didn't. Definitely glad they didn't. Kelp grinding, says Andre in chat. Yep, we are kelp grinding. What's with your cursor and the items? Is that a bug, says Helion. Yes, it is a bug. It is a bug that is beyond my control and capacity to fix, unfortunately. Yellerbut says, hi, I assume this is my first time watching your stream. Well, welcome, buddy. Welcome. So where the glass is here. So let's say 1 stack, 6, 11, 16, 21, 21 and a half, then probably another 5 for all of these. So that's 26 and a half stacks. And we've got plenty. For now what we're going to do is just feed it all in, I think, and let it flow through. We're not going to try and stash it into each and every bit. I think it's that time in the stream where I say how much I like the singing in this song. Oh, that's why I put it on first today. I wanted to hear it again. I love it. I love this song so much. Ah, now this is not a surprise. We are wasting kelp. That's what we are doing. Now that fuel's going back into the system, though, should be going... Oh, no, of course it won't, because it's full here. So when we take stuff out, that's when the kelp will start going again. I will drop that in here. I don't like to waste it. Alright, then. So we've got a lot of work here to do, then, and some experiments. I'm kind of juggling a lot of things in my head, and I'm blowing my nose. Oh, how rude. We got noises in the ear from Professor Dr. Pug, resubscribing for 12 months in a row. It's a goldie face in chat. Professor Dr. Pug says golden face test. It is successful. Thank you so much for the support. Alien, I'm going to call you, is here resubscribing for 2 months in a row with the Twitch Prime. And Mr. Cuplex is here, resubscribing for 18 months in a row. That's 2 Twitch babies, says, God damn it, X, you have thwarted my plans for piano time again. This time, I won't let you get away with it. I will find a way to steal your audience. Mahahaha. Anyway, have a good day. Maybe just do piano time after the stream, and for peeps who want to listen to piano time, Cuplex's piano time is happening right now. No, not right now. What am I on about? Jeez, it happened. See, now that I'm trying to look at my buttons to press the right one, which is this one, by the way, I'm getting it all kerfuffled in my brain. It's too much trying to press a button and talk. Yeah, if you join our Discord community, which is free to join, discord.gg/Asuma, Cuplex has his piano time where you can listen to him play piano. He's very good, very talented player. It's not like listening to me play piano. Jeez, that'd be awful. It'd be destroying your brain cells. So bad at playing piano. Right, let's actually go back to this chest. And now that we've seen that the top area is nice and safe, we're going to drop all of this stuff back in, actually. Except I'm so going to need 2 more chests, I'm pretty sure. And now you get to see what I've been doing over and over again. Right? Over and over again. Over and over again. Over and over again. Okay, I don't have to do this. Also, okay, yeah, we've got enough time here. Lightning Bladies, sorry, Blade XYZ has subscribed to Amazon Prime. Thank you ever so much, Lightning Blade, for your blade of lightning, lighting the sky and giving us inspiration. No, thank you for the support. The frames. Jeez. Now we want to come over here and make some kelp blocks. Try to pronounce my name, says Sanung Hu. I did try to pronounce your name. Doesn't mean I've said it correctly. There was no disclaimer saying I had to say it correctly. Jeez. Hello, Ooh, our frames are hurting. Probably because of all those items. Okay, so now we stand here and we do this over and over again. This bit, I think it would be nice to get a macro script in here just to click on the 2 positions of the screen. I think that is possible with auto hotkeys, which is what I use to create clickers and stuff like that. So if I could get it to do that like super fast, bam, 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 just clicking on these 2 spots, then I could just make this a little less annoying. One of the other reasons I'd like to do it is for health, which sounds strange, but I'm doing a repetitive thing with my hand here, and there is repetitive strain injury. If any of you have ever done something like this, you can actually kind of feel it in your hands. Maybe it's because I'm like an old man, as I like to joke. Maybe it's because I'm a bit older that I feel it more, but you can definitely feel like the strain happening as you're doing stuff like this. Alright, and we keep going. What's wrong with your cursor? Oh yeah, now that's going to look terrible for all of you. Oh, it's gonna. Oh no! What you're clicking on? You're clicking on the search. You're clicking over here. You're clicking over there. Asuma, bring back Abacaving in tournaments and UHC, says Peony. I don't want to do Abacaving. I just think it's done. I saw a suggestion to play a game called Mad Night, where you go out at night and try and hunt mob drops, which I thought was much more interesting. Yeah, Abacaving's just. I don't know. Like new season. Let's try and find some new things to do. That's how I think. Don't want to keep doing Abacaving over and over again. We did an Abacaving tournament back in season 2. I mean, that was what I could think of to innovate the game a little bit. Not just, oh, let's go Abacaving. Let's turn it into a tournament. But now that we've done that, I've not got too many other ideas for it. So every message in chat is about my cursor. You know, I'll let you in on a little secret. Okay? You're listening, everyone. I know about the cursor. It's okay. It's okay. You don't need to message me over and over again. Okay? Look. Oh no. Oh, okay. Don't worry. Don't worry. It's all good. It's all good in the hood, homie. Jeez, that just reminded me of ASMR. Like, got those weird ASMR vibes. Are you able to get that from your own voice? Like, what? Oh, jump! And the thing! And the run! Get in this bed! That's right, you pesky phantoms. Get out of here. I had my armor on, actually. That was pretty fortuitous for me. As without it... Right, ready for frames to die? Frames be dying! Death of the frames. That's what we just witnessed. Let's get over here. I should really put some more crafting benches in this area. I haven't done anything like that because I haven't been working on the design for this place yet at all. Just been working on building up the kelp supply, really. Shouldn't have done that first. Okay, so now what we can do is fill in that much. Wonderful. And just do this over and over again. X's new channel, ASMR, and running from Phantom, says Christian. Yeah, it's AMSR. Oh, I can't even say it properly, but with a twist, which is where I get interrupted with horrible sounds of screaming and panicking. Foul Eugene, thank you for letting me know. I watched Joe Hills' episode this morning before I streamed and downloaded it and bookmarked when he got a pufferfish so I can put it in my montage. We're gonna need a montage for all these pufferfish tormenting the server. We're gonna need a montage, peeps. Oh, I did that completely wrong. I don't actually make that mistake too often when I'm not streaming. I guess I can blame it on the stream, right? Me just being derpy. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Pixel Riffs, welcome to the stream, buddy. Here's something for the recap. Oh! Look who's got all the kelp. I'm the kelp thief. Let's go chuck, yeah, put these... Actually, I kind of wanted to put them in a furnace, right? Oh, that's the other thing. There's even more than we Oh, look at that. There's another 5 in there. And that. I'm going to take all of these. We're going to take all of this stuff. Wait, why would I do that? Because... Okay, it's clearly the morning and I'm clearly streaming. There's no doubt about it. There's also kelp on the floor. Let's not let it despawn. Hashtag don't let it despawn. Long live the Kelp King, says Cuplex. I like your attitude, the Kelp King. And that's a cool nickname. Do you know what we need now? We need a skin where I'm not a turtle but I'm a kelp. Oh my god, that would be amazing. I would love that. I want a kelp skin now. I don't know what it would look like. Oh. Do you know what? I think I need to... I'm not a pixel artist person. Like, I don't think I could just, you know, wing it and make a little pixel art of me as a thing, you know. Here's another thing, by the way. We're kind of wasting kelp. Once you've done one set, I should really just put this down again. Yeah, because now all of this stuff's going to slowly get unloaded, right? Yeah, there we go. And the smelting continues. Needs to be a black metal kelp. What, like a song as well? Jeez, the Kelp King. Oops. Whatever. When will you take the XP from the furnaces, says Jack Spoiler. I don't want to take them anytime soon. I really just want to leave them here for ages now. And I was thinking, like, we'll see how much XP we can get, like, in one episode. We start at 0, and then it's just like, we take out all of the kelp, and boom, 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 boom. You know, it'll just go through the roof. That's kind of my plan. Have a dirt block. Listens to kelp from the Beatles, says, yeah, kelp. I need some fuel, kelp. Not just any fuel, kelp. I know I need some fuel. Smells 20 blocks. I don't know. I don't know what that was. Hi. There we go, finally. Jeez. Right, and craft did you get? Connor, thank you for the nice message, man. Appreciate it. We also got Chris J102 resubscribing 31 months in a row, saying 31. Loving the new season so far. Been trying to keep up with what everyone has been up to. And let me tell you, it's tough. Keep up the good work. Thank you, my man. Appreciate it. Thank you so much for the support. Yeah, I mean, the Hermitcraft videos, they are rolling out. They are rolling. That reminds me of the dream that I had last night. Goodness me, did I have a vivid dream of going to a music festival at which Limp Bizkit played, but they played on a stage that had a tent surrounding the front that was split into 2 compartments, and oh my, this is just a weird, wacky dream that has like so many linking elements, because before I saw Limp Bizkit on this stage playing, I was in a field behind the festival, and a wild fox jumped at me and attacked me. Okay, why did I come up here? This makes no sense. Oh, I know why I came up here. And then a bear, a big grizzly bear, came out of nowhere and started attacking the fox. And then a cat attacked me, and then the 3 of them were fighting each other. And I was with a kid, because I'd gone into a school, and this kid was like upset or was being bullied or something, so I was talking to them, and then this fox attacks me. So we're doing this weird like backtracking. And then there were like 6 grizzly bears in this field, and they were fighting people everywhere. They were fighting festival goers. So I was like, oh, I need to get out of here. So I kind of like ran ahead towards the like the back side of the stage area, and then I sort of crept round the side and walked in front of this stage, and it was Limp Bizkit playing, but they had like tents, and the main crowd was like outside the tents. And then I started taking down the tent because I didn't understand why they were putting it there, and oh, it was weird. It was weird. Must have had some cheese last night, jeez. Right, so now we've got all of this stuff to do as well. So I could leave it in here, but we're just gonna do some more crafting right now. Get it all out of the way. There were more stages of that dream, but it mostly revolved around like bands playing at the festival. I have festival dreams quite often, and usually they're like anxiety dreams of missing the bands that are playing, but this wasn't like an anxiety dream at all. It was just like, I think I saw Deftones play and Baby Metal, and probably some bands that don't actually exist, you know? But it was just, everything was smooth. Why the kelp, says Scotty Dog? Because it's, you know, like a constant source of fuel pumping into, I don't know what it's pumping into, like our, let's say, economy. I was going to create a hermit fuel source for everyone. I think I might open a kelp block shop as well if people want to pick this stuff up and take it away, because I mean, we are producing this stuff in abnormal quantities. The quantities, they're abnormal, you know? Look at that. That's absolutely bonkers. Okay, I am definitely the kelp king. Let's go refuel and restock. Refuel and restock. We got another noise in the ear from Julianus, who has subscribed with Amazon Prime. Thank you for using your Prime subscription on me. I'll put the ad on the screen, jeez. Just promoting Amazon Prime, really, aren't we? Appreciate it ever so much. If you are Amazon Prime user, you get a free subscription over here on Twitch. Doesn't remove the ads anymore, and I saw a lot of people getting outraged over that. I wasn't so cynical with that move. Like they're giving you a big freebie on another platform with the Amazon Prime stuff, and if they don't think the numbers add up, then I think it's a pretty fair compromise. So I was not one of these people getting all angry about something happening on the internet. This is the worst thing ever. That was not me. You could fuel every bit of glass, cracked brick and smooth stone for the rest of the next 3 seasons with that much kelp, says Hell Breath. That's a good thought though. Like how much smelting power is actually here? Like how many items? Okay, we can do this with a little bit of math. Okay, I'm not going to get a calculator. Okay, I didn't Didn't open a calculator, don't accuse me of that. Okay, so what's 9 by 6? 9 times 6. Doing this in my head. 54. Wow, now let's multiply that by 64. Doing all that in my head, the numbers are flying around. Definitely not tabbed out in a calculator. 3,456. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's just do times 4 for now, right? So then we're up to 13,000, and now we times it by 20. We're talking about 2,700... 2,000... Wait, let me start that again. 276,480. That's how many items we can smelt. I don't know how many items I would smelt on average in a season, but that is a lot. That is a lot of smelting power. I want to get to 1 million smelting power. Right, now it's time for me to drink my my mocha. Oh! Oh, jeez. Oh! Lovely warm drink. Warm in my belly. Try watching YouTube without ad blocker, says Spiffy. I don't need ad blocker to watch YouTube. I never used ad blocker for YouTube, but then I brought premium. Second it came over to the UK, I was like, I'm buying premium. You know, I was always happy watching the ads because it supported people, but now it's like, I can support them even more by not having the ads and paying a little bit of money every month. I think that's a good deal. I think that's a real good deal. Apparently, if you were to have the premium and you having premium and not watching ads meant the creators you watch got less income from you specifically, you would have to watch extraordinary amounts of YouTube videos. Like, you would have to spend something like 12 hours a day doing nothing but watching YouTube, which is crazy. Nigel Moses says 1 million would need 2 times 5 equals 10 double chests. What was the number I got? 276. So let's pretend that that's 250,000. We need to have another 3 sets of double chests. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 12. 12 more chests. 12 more double chests. Right, next thing that we're going to check out is the bottom of this kelp farm, right? Now, every now and then there's some kelp that don't want to grow taller. If we press F3, we should see the age is 25. Yeah, if I put another one on top of it, that means it can start growing again. I took the strategy of... in fact, what I could do is I could place them up to this height, and then we can sort of wait. Then that one's got age 24. See, now we can kind of micromanage the farm, which I don't really like too much. If I go over and look at each... So you don't... Wait, age? Where's the age? Age 22. These ones don't have an age? Why do they not have an age? Is that a bug? Right, that one's got an age, this one doesn't. Why do they not have ages? Because this one that's grown short has an age of 25. Am I going mad here? Like, doesn't have an age. That one down there. Maybe when they've been chopped. Maybe once they've been chopped by a slime block, something different happens. Very mysterious. It sort of occurred to me now that some of these might not actually be growing. So if I were to do this and make them all a little bit higher, when they get chopped, would that improve the efficiency of the farm? I don't know. Iskel's iron supply drop is due east of the main island, says Parcellis. How do you know it's due east? What info do you have that means it's due east? Because east of the main island is the mesa and sand areas. It's most likely going to be north or south, because west and east of these areas are yeah, they're different. They're different types of biomes. Oh, I hear it coming. Yeah, right, let's check out like those two there, right? You just got taken out. So you have an age, right? Age 0, wow. In fact, they all... No, there you go. There's one without an age. Oh, is it because I'm looking... Hang on a second. Could it really be that I just wasn't looking at them correctly? Go hunt for the supply drop, Iscalmaid, says Panicocom. I wasn't sure if I wanted to do that or not, because when he said 4,000 blocks, I was like, right, that could actually be very far away. They all appear to have... How are there like slots here that have been totally missed? I don't know what I was doing to not see the age earlier. I was doing something horribly wrong, wasn't I? No, we looked at these ones and they didn't have age. Anyway, if one of these has like 25, then you want to break it. Like there was a 24 there. Let's break that and replace it. Anyway, like I said, I don't want to do like a crazy amount of micromanagement here. I just want to make sure they can all grow. So when they're lower, we need to work through this systematically actually. Also, we're missing some bits here and there. So when they're a little bit lower, we're going to attach another one on top, which means it should be able to keep growing. And then we'll work our way across like this. Sometimes it's hard to see them. So that one's going to have an age of 25. Yeah, we want them all growing up nice and tall. And a couple more here. Finally managed to catch a stream, says Let Cameron. Welcome to the stream, buddy. Angry K9 says the age is 25, they won't grow. I think the age has something to do with whether or not they'll grow. Yeah, the age has a lot to do. It's just difficult to decipher if when it grows again, if the number is always smaller. Apparently it's random. Now, this whole placing one on top and getting a new age thing makes me wonder if the total size of the plant can actually be continuing to grow above 25 blocks if you are to place more on it, right? Because the number resets. In fact, there'll be ones over here. So some of these will have age 25 at the top. I don't know if they're bigger than 25 blocks. But then if I put that there, does it continue growing? And how much for? Anyway, I haven't got time to fully test. I mean, look at those ones over there, though. Some of these have got to be pretty close to being 25 blocks tall. So that one there is really tall, right? If we go stand here, we are at... what are we looking at when we look at the kelp? We are looking at 35, so 55, 60. So now let's go all the way to the top. And we are looking at 60, right. So if I put one there, will that continue growing? I mean, if we remember, we will come back and check that one out later on this episode. Let's actually isolate it a little bit from the others, right? Drowned? Not now. So we'll come back and check that one later, right? It's got one more slot it can grow into. Because that was actually 25 blocks tall. So that's our little experiment. Parcelles, what makes you suspect that? You give me exact coordinates there. So the farm will eventually shut down no matter what, unless you manually reset the ages, Tarandir. No, it won't. The farm won't break or shut down. What we're trying to do is encourage more growth within the farm, right? But what I've realised is that a lot of these are hitting like age 25. Some of these might have age 25 here. I just saw one. And therefore they're not continuing to grow. So anyway, the theory is if I can come in here and do what I'm doing now and keep them growing, then we should get more if they grow tall enough. But if that doesn't work, the solution will be to build a new platform so they all are closer anyway. Anyway, each time you see me like planting one on one of these low plants, it means that we could potentially be increasing the overall output of the farm. It's kind of tedious to do this and a little bit dull, but it could make the difference to take the time to do this, because it just means our kelp per minute or per hour, or whatever, however you want to measure it, just keeps going up. But it's kind of tough to spot the ones that are like this, you know. How do you see the age of kelp on F3 mode, says Connor. I mean, it's not a mod or anything like that. It's just, it's there for you. Those two hadn't been done. Super easy to miss them. Guess one way you could do is just go through like this. Just do one row at a time. That too could mean a lot of back and forth. But at least oh, not you. Not you. You've stolen my kelp. Naughty boy. Right, here's a whole bunch of low ones. Look at this. Crazy amount of low ones down here. This is why I think the depth of the tank should be more in line with the flying machine. Please just break the top layer, says Urin1. I don't think that works. Well, I mean, I think it does, but I think this works too, I guess. Which is why I'm trying it. I already tried breaking the top layer. It's not the first time I've come through here and manually sort of rummaged through and figured out what it is I'm trying to do. Okay, on to the other side. I ain't gonna do this for long, peeps. I think we'll do a quick sweep back because it's not particularly exciting, is it? Ah, look, some missed spots. And some other dead spots as well. Teeny Tate says, did I miss much? We smelted up, well, we crafted up all of our dried kelp blocks and refueled the machine after it had created an insane amount of kelp, dried kelp for us. Alright, my way of judging if this has worked or not, by the way, is just by watching the furnaces. Like, at the moment, let's see, how many turn on? Would it be about 13 furnaces are usually on? So if this works, and now we're producing several amounts of kelp more, we might see 1 or 2 more furnaces turn on, but that would be the best I can do. Right, I think that'll do us. Some of the kelp spills over to the side as well, which is a bit unfortunate. X, you should just break all the kelp after some time and replace them, says Panny. I'm not sure if that's the right method, because some of them are continuously growing and giving us kelp, right? Like, why would we break the ones that are doing the job right? We're just trying to fix the ones that aren't growing tall enough. Do Impulse's tricks is Dr. Kill Pays Hunt? What's Impulse's trick? Oh, you've given me an idea. What if we made them all higher to begin with, then they all get chopped down, and maybe that means they'll all be able to continue growing, unless, unluckily, some of them are put on 25. There's many different things we could try, but we've given that a try, and we'll let it do its thing, you know. Also, I'm so behind on noises in the ear, aren't I? Oh my god, I've just zoned out. Slow Strike has subscribed with Amazon Prime. Slow Strike, thank you ever so much for your Prime subscription. I appreciate the support. I hope you're enjoying the stream. Sorry for the 20-minute late. Goodness me, 20 minutes late. Blorb _ has resubscribed for 2 months in a row. I Am Theric is here resubscribing for 2 months in a row as well. Saying, hi, awesome stuff as always. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Camo J is here resubscribing for 23 months in a row. Saying, 1 more month until that diamond face. 1 more month. That's right, my friend. 1 more month. Right, I've got my ender chest. Let's bring our backpack with us. We're going to do a little bit of layout work next, I think. SG Razor and RJIK4L have subscribed with Amazon Prime, as well as Fat Ben06 and Quirin 1999. Thank you ever so much for your Prime subscriptions, appreciate that. Mad Aussie Gaming is here, resubscribed for 2 months in a row. Thank you ever so much, Mad Aussie. And Quirian is here with a donation, saying best breakfast show. Thank you, appreciate that. Appreciate it, appreciate the compliment. I hope you're enjoying the breakfast show. Should we call it that? Should we call it... Shall it be an actual authentic breakfast show where I eat breakfast? I cram food into my mouth while talking. Can you imagine that? That would just be so rude, wouldn't it? So rude. Then it would be the worst breakfast. See, the best breakfast show is the one without the breakfast. It's the one without the breakfast. As soon as there's breakfast involved, this show's terrible. Oh yeah, I don't actually want to put my trees near that, because the saplings will fall in. I got to remember that's there. Make a vlog on how you prepare your breakfast, says Dress Shimmer. Well, I get a bowl, I pour in the cereal, and I pour in some milk, and that's it. It's, you know, not sure it would make a good vlog. Angry K9 says, I watched a streamer once that actually did eat while streaming. It was really annoying. Didn't stay long. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. Speaking of eating on stream, what about people who drink, you know, drink on stream? Disgusting. Always turns me off, that does. Kitty Gaming 99 is here resubscribing for 9 months in a row, saying in capital letters, Twitch baby! I've never seen so much excitement for a Twitch baby. Thank you ever so much for the support. Greatly appreciated. I hope you enjoyed today's stream. Cereal before milk? What is this indecency, says Cuplex. Whoa! Hold the presses. Who would put milk in the bowl before the cereal? You're inviting some splash. You're inviting some mess. You could easily put more milk in than you need. I mean, if your cereal's already in the bowl, you know how much cereal you're eating. And then you're putting in the milk so it submerges the cereal just right. You know, just that right layer. I mean, putting in the milk first. Goodness me. That's just... You're just not thinking things through in life, really, are you, if you put in the milk in first? That's just a recipe for a disaster. You could easily end up with too much milk in your cereal. Soggy cereal. No one wants soggy cereal. You can make splashes from all the cereal going into the milk and pinging out everywhere. Terrible. Terrible life advice, Cuplex. Goodness me, I can't believe it. We need to make some stone bricks, by the way, peeps. Oh, yes, we do. Oh, yes, we do. If only I had some fuel source to make this stuff. How that chest is not full up, I don't know. Ah, this is what I need right here. Perfect. Little bit close, little bit close. Got to make sure we can replant. That's the main thing. I always seem to end up with not enough to replant and have to go back to a forest. X, what's all the kelp for? Says Molly. It's for smelting, which we're going to do right now. It's for smelting. So I'm thinking what we should do is do a pass, like 2 diamonds or maybe just 1 diamond. You can use the furnaces and have infinite fuel thanks to this. Pretty much infinite. You know. That's one option. The other option is that you buy a season-long pass for 64 diamonds and you never have to worry about smelting again. But 64 might be too much. Maybe we say 48, you know, 3/4 of a stack. Now, usually what I do in this game is I kind of make things cheap, like my conduits are 10 diamonds. Because we got mending now, you know, diamonds... Mending definitely shifted the value of diamonds and made the whole trading for economy a little bit more about the novelty of having diamonds than it was a valid... And let's split this across 9. Yeah, we'll put that many in each. Yeah, it's made things about the novelty of having diamonds a little bit more than the necessity of diamonds, because everyone's got a stockpile of diamonds now. So maybe now is the time to capitalise on that a little bit, and now go for a, rather than my usual approach, which is nice friendly deal, easy bargain, something good for the other hermits. This time we wrangle them a little bit. We go, alright, this is a good deal. Free smelting forever. You know, what you got? What you got, basically? What have you got? X, why do you smelt kelp to smelt more kelp? Isn't just going around in circles. I don't know what I'm talking about right now. I don't know why I'm talking about our community furnace, because it clearly doesn't seem to make any sense. Make the flying machine chop them all into one tool kelp, so it's very likely it's under 25, says Jonas here. Well, it does that every single time it goes across, right? But then, so there's a thing. So when the flying machine goes across, there's a chance that what's underneath it will become 25. And then it doesn't grow anymore, right? So in theory, over time, doesn't that mean that the kelp farm effectively, eventually, will render itself useless? Because each time it chops something down, there's a chance it goes to 25. Once it's 25, it doesn't get chopped down again. Am I doing that right? Am I calculating that grind properly? Because, I mean, that's a thing. If that's right, if I've got that right, that's kind of a big deal. Oh, if only there was some sort of community furnace I could just go dump this into and collect it later, you know? Jeez, someone should really get on that. People are being lazy on this server. Right. We've got our wood. Guess what our wood is for? You know what the wood is for. I don't need to explain it, do I? It's for all of this right here. And then the stone is going to be for... Oh, you're done. What goes in front of it? I guess we've got to do birch trees as well to put in the birch bits, so to speak. Why are you playing organ music? I can hear it already. Why are we listening to organ music? Jeez. Calm down. This music is bomb, says Ostling. That's different. It's just bomb. I thought it was the bomb. Joe Till is here, subscribing with Amazon Prime. Joe Till, thank you for your subscription. Wired to the Net has gifted a sub to Snow Creeper. Snow Creeper, thank you for tuning into the stream today. You are now a subscriber, and Wired to the Net, thank you so much for supporting other players or other peeps in the community. Appreciate it. Wired to the Net says 2 months amongst many more. Well, thank you for your 2 months, man. Hope to have you around for longer. Appreciate it. Hope you're enjoying today's live stream. Having a good time, hanging out with the derp as we do derpy things. We're not doing derpy things today. We're doing good things. Good things today. I already need more logs. I didn't think I'd get through them that quick. I think I underestimated it, you know. Oh, this lava pool here, I don't know why I haven't filled it in already. Doesn't make much sense, does it? Yay, renewable fuel instead of coal against global warming stuff, says Wilhelm. Yeah, maybe that's like a little storyline thing I could tie in. I could make it like a clean energy source. I mean, the slime machines, the flying machines, that's not burning any dirty fuels, is it? That's just using the power of the sun shining on the slime blocks. Many slimes died to create this hideous kelp farm. Uh-oh. I can hear the cries already. Your food, says Tarquiason. My food. What about my food? I'm eating fish. Is there something wrong with that? X, when are you going to buy an iTrade season pass? I mean, I believe I'm not allowed to buy one. Because I pufferfished Impulse. Right, and put this here. Somewhere around here, though, there might be a connection. I think we want to build a path over there. I've got some ideas for the area in front of us. You can see it's going to be a little bit on the tricky side to make this all kind of meet up. We've been telling you to eat for like 5 minutes now. That's what, X. Well, I will eat when I feel like eating. That's usually how it works. Right, so here's where it might end up looking weird because it's going to come back towards that slanty diagonal bit. Should have a bed in here. Wonderful. I'm prepared, you see. I know what I'm doing now to play this game. Why are you live at 5 AM, says Coolant. Why am I live at 5 AM? That is one of life's questions, isn't it? But hang on a second. What if someone else was in a different part of the world and it's actually 5 PM? Oh my goodness me. It's like time zones exist. Peeps, I think we just figured something out. You said my name completely wrong. That is why we have the butcher name emote. Can people please put the butcher name emote into chat so that all makes sense in the world again? So what I was thinking of doing over here was having like a little bay entrance area. But my vision for that isn't very strong at the moment, which doesn't help. Let's check out, one of these should have more of those cyan. Green terracotta. Oh, we literally have 2 left. Well, that's unfortunate to say the least. So we're going to need our dyes. And we're going to need, excuse me, some terracotta. I like the plain. I can take anything. The light grey is probably not going to get used very much. And now we don't have a crafting bench. Cyan dye and lots of cyan terracotta. Wonderful. And I'm going to cough. TL Cheeto has subscribed with Amazon Prime. TL Cheeto, thank you ever so much for your Prime subscription. I appreciate that. And I hope that you're enjoying the live stream today. We are building up this area. We've got lots of work to do in this area. Loads of little jobs here, there, and everywhere. But as of right now, I just kind of wanted to solidify the shape of this bit here and figure out what I was going to do with that bay area, which I had a real vision for the other day. I thought, oh, that's good. Now I'm starting to think... So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sections. We go 1, 2, and that. So if we went 1, 2... Wait, no, something looks a little bit off here. 3, 4, 5 comes across. Oh no, I guess the middle of those 2 areas would be right there. So what is this going to look like? Because this is a bit of a mess when we get to here. Why are you using 2 different types of wood for the walls, says Molly Mush. I'm not. We're using the same type of wood for the walls. Well, we're not over there. We're using different layers. And so, like, taller is the grey, the middle is the birch, and the bottom is this stuff here. That's kind of the scheme. Waterlogged stairs on the edge of the kelp farm will allow it to retain and regenerate the blocks of the items from flying out, says Rhett. Yeah, if they face in a particular direction, right, they might help a little bit. We can give it a try. I know what you're talking about now that I think about it. So I guess what I want to have is like a bit of a dock feel. So there'll be stairs in the water coming up, a bit of a platform leading up to the next bit. But it's potentially just going to leave us with some odd space around here, which I'll probably end up filling up with random blocks or something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the next one will be here, and then that is just not going to line up very well. I think it might even be a mistake to have the diagonal wall in there. Just because we've got it on that side doesn't mean we need it there. If we didn't have it here, where would that wood line up with? So we'd have some go across that way, and then this would... It's almost like that could work as well, right? I'm not really sure what that is. But it's the thing. I think we need to chop down another tree. Oh! What did I say about the old saplings not replenishing? It's happened again. It's happened again. Go find the airdrop from Iskall, says Lorenzo. I think it'll take a very long time to find. Be a good thing to do on a stream. This is church music, says Molly. Far from it. I don't think you'd find music like this in a church. Maybe the organ one a bit. Have you watched the Logan Paul versus KSI? Yeah, I watched it. I watched it live. It was okay. It's too easy to get sucked into that stuff. Right, anyway, if I'm not sure what we're doing there, I do know that we need to figure out our paths for these areas now. Because remember, this whole project's got to span a lot of this area. So we've got that big platform. And then we're gonna have some paths connecting things together. That's gonna have a skyscraper in it as well. That one. Pinoy says, "Lol, Sumi, you watched the fight." I did watch it. I like boxing. I like boxing matches. It wasn't a particularly good one, but I kind of tuned in to see what all the fuss was. Right, so this floor up here will have some sort of elevator to get up and down in the middle. That's good. Then this will be where the next path opens. And it is going to be a path, which allows us to perhaps get a little bit creative with what we want to do. So I think we're going to try... Okay, I don't want things falling into the hoppers or water streams down there. So if we do that, this will be where like some stairs start right here. Then they can come down to this level. And I just don't know what to do because I don't want to build up on top of here too much. It's going to look kind of odd. X, do the whip and neigh on your second channel. What is the whip and neigh? Well, we're going to have a path come up here and connect. So the deal with the area down there is that we were coming up above the land nice and easy. Now our tallest building is kind of... I could always level this out a little bit more, couldn't I? I could always change the height of all of this, which I think makes sense. We're going to rip out that for now. That can all go. The whip and neigh neigh is a dance, apparently. Okay, I'm not much of a dancer. By the way, we got noises in the air. I've just been zoning out again. Langhoff 1, Dante 141, Coatsey, YY, all subscribing with Amazon Prime, and it's Scorpions has also subscribed with Amazon Prime. Thank you for your Prime subscriptions. Appreciate it ever so much. We also got Majors 71 subscribing with a regular subscription. Thank you ever so much, Majors. Appreciate it. So yeah, we'll have stairs leading down here, and then, you know, I feel like we need to continue our raised platform idea. But how? It's kind of spacious. What am I thinking? Whoa. I can't... I'm trying to think how the corners look, right, and then map it to this. It's not going to work there. Unless I'm looking at it wrong, and it needs to be like that. And then that's just there on its lonesome. So then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we have that. And that one comes over. Might be the way to do it. Might also not be the material. I think we might go with birch again up here. It would also make these little details here a bit redundant. But it'd be the right the right height for our path. So and then everything will fit here at that height. Do you know? I think I might go with an entirely new wood texture up here now. Pinoi, thank you for the nice message, man. Wanted, Kex, and Madly Iconic have subscribed as well. Thank you ever so much for the subscriptions as always. Appreciate it. My new skin is a puffery fish inspired by Pranky X, says Bottomoria. So I need a kelp skin, right? I need to be the kelpkin. I need a kelp skin. I also need a pufferfish skin for when I finish my... Oh my goodness me, I'm so glad we came back over here. Collect those saplings. When I finish my pufferfish pranking series on every hermit on the server... Then I need a pufferfish skin to celebrate, you know. I need to get these things. Chris J says, the longest word I found in the English dictionary is... Well, that's so many characters, right, Chris? That's so many characters that imagine visualizing the length of that word. You could probably wrap it around the earth. I'm sure that can't be a thing. Surely not, because then that would be absurd. It's not like there's a whole bunch of other words that sound like it when it's that length. I mean, that sounds kind of ridiculous. A word having more than 100 letters, surely you can figure out a better way of saying that with less, that doesn't sound like something else. Just crunching the numbers, you know. How many words are there? There's probably not that many words for how many characters you just expressed. That's absurd. Maybe we'll go with oak. We haven't done oak around here. I was thinking jungle, but... jungle might look a little bit odd. So now we kind of want to get into some pathing. I don't think we're going to have another block anywhere. Maybe over the backside here we're putting a little bit of a block. You can kind of see from the cobblestone that I've outlined this area to have some building in it. Let's go ahead and let's strip this as well. So what do all of you think? Having an extra material in this top area, are we gonna get away with that? Is that gonna look all right against everything else we've done? Notice that this is currently in front of that, which I actually think is a good thing. This is like a big sand pit here, so we'll keep it as such. Maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're gonna have another cyan. Oh geez, I'm running out of this stuff now. Another cyan pillar there. Then we're going to have our path 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. How did that go that way? So this, I think, is where it's going to step up to the same level. And then maybe a gap there it can start to walk down. Nah, actually that's too soon. 1, 2, 4, 5. Another pillar. Hey, Asuma, will you continue to build the tag tour today? The tag tower, I believe you mean. I'm not a fan of that build now. I've been really struggling to get that done right. You know, I really want to do a good job with the tag tower thing. And I don't know. I think I need to revise the idea, perhaps. What am I thinking here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's rip these ones out for a second. So if that were actually the front, then we'd have going out to the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I might do it that way around instead of having it come all the way over here. Yeah, that's going to be better, I reckon. Let's make a competition to build a tag building, says Raelian. If you want to go on the plot world and build, let's put it on the screen. Play.asumovoid.com 1.12.2. If ever you want to build stuff and suggest it for me, you guys know I struggle with the building. Like, I'm a slow learner, right? I feel very, very pleased with what I've come up with here. But if I'm trying to do something I'm struggling with, I am always welcoming of help. You know, so if anyone wants to get involved and perhaps send some ideas, I'm going to try and work on it later today anyway. And I've got another idea now for what might work for a tag building. But I am so open to having some help at this point. I've got to say, it does look a little bit odd with how... Oh, do you know what? Maybe it should go... Oh, right, okay. Would it look nicer if it were back here? Yeah, probably. Except, what would be in that space? It would just be the stone bricks, which I don't have. I think we can find a way to plug up that gap. That's not difficult. We can make that work. Now we can have it parallel on this side over here. So this is probably where we should have started from. So now we're going to go and put in our little lips. Yeah, this is where we should have started from, peeps. This is where it's going to come out this direction. 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we get to have a lip like that, I think. And then I could do a 1 there. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. Something like that. Them icebergs in the distance are amazing, says Osling. Yeah, they're pretty cool, aren't they? Nice to have those hanging out in the background. Now the path is going to go right up the front of this, so we will have our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hang on, I need more materials. I need more cyan. Probably going to need some more wood. This music sounds like it's from RuneScape, says Mum Boston. The guy who makes the music is a big fan of RuneScape and has cited it as inspiration. This bit of the song is super cool. Right, so we've got more of that. What am I doing here? Do that, do this. By the way, if you're thinking like this is slow, what we're building over here, it takes this long like when I'm not streaming. Maybe a little bit quicker because I'm not chatting. X, 4,000 blocks away from the main line and next to an extreme hills biome and a spruce forest, Iskau hid a shulker box full of goodies. There's also a plains biome next to it. Look, maybe towards the end of the stream, I'll consider... Yeah, in fact, I'll tell you what. Today I can probably, at the end of the stream, go have a look for this thing. Unless for whatever reason during the stream I feel like, actually, I need to stop streaming or whatever. Like, we can probably, at the end of the usual stream time, go have a look. So if you've got a theory and a location, then maybe we can give it a shot. Maybe we can go look for Iskau's treasure if no one else has already happened to have claimed it. Okay, this is like a nice area over here. If ever wanted to expand our current project, we could link this pathway bit right here, sort of over to that area, I think. Okay, so now we are going to bring that up by 2, pull this around to the side, and this is where I think it might sort of come out of line. So what does that now line up with? Yeah, it kind of stays in line, but then I want to go that way, right? Which means that is not actually a thing. I'm really not sure if we're in line. Where are we going as well? So we come out, we go this way, we go that way, we go this way again. It's very zigzaggy, is what I'm getting at. Very, very zigzaggy. And I don't like that. I think we're doing the right thing. Just got to think it through and keep rebuilding. So let's go here. 3, 4, 5. For some reason you are sideways. And then that means, cool, this thing's actually going to get a little bit big over on this side. And then this is where it's going to turn, I think, now. Eye break time. Thank you for the eye break reminder, peeps. So, promoting some good health, which I'm not doing because clearly I'm looking at the screen. Promoting some good health. Going to take a moment to look away from the screen. I'm not even looking at the computer anymore. I'm glancing off into the distance. Those doctors, they say that you shouldn't spend all of the day looking at your iPad, your phone, your television. If you're staring at it for an hour straight, if you're staring at those bright lights shining into your eye, then take a moment to look away. They say 5 minutes. I say I'm streaming. Shut up, doctor. I've looked away for 30 seconds. That'll make a difference. Probably not. Alright, I'm back. I'm back, peeps. Really good idea. It is a really good idea. In fact, maybe sometimes when I'm just talking about something and not actually concentrating on what's on the screen, it would be really good if my brain just went, look the other way. Look the other way, you know. Look after those eyes of yours. X, where are you looking at? I just looked off into the room. Okay, when we turn... This is... Yeah, this type right here is what we're putting in next. Have I done that differently before? I don't think I have. I think it's when you turn inwards it's different. Anyway, we're not trying to get this perfect for now. We're just trying to get a rough idea. So another one goes here. Okay, and then so coming back to this bit, we are going to... This is now the corner, so that would go... Is that right? So what's the distance between these two things? It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and over here it should be 5 as well. Yep, it's 5 over here as well. Cool, so that's actually correct. That would come out like so, meaning we can get rid of all of this. Man, we have revised this like 3 or 4 times now. But it's worth it, I think. It's worth getting it right. Also, are we kind of closer to that other bed? I think we are. Why no derps at this time, says Alanda Best. I don't know. Maybe it's just a non-derpy way. Non-derpy day. Non-derpy way. By the way, we've got more noises in the ear. We have Mick10 throwing bits at me saying, why is the minimum cheer 500 bits? I treat the cheers like they're a donation. So, again, thank you so much for the bits. I appreciate it. I'm not looking to trade, you know, a contribution to me and what I do for an interaction. So, I set a minimum. So it's like if you want to make a contribution, make a substantial contribution rather than, you know, handing over a little bit of change for an interaction. Because I'd seen it on other streamers when I was first getting into it and figuring out how I wanted to do what I was going to do. I could see it that some people that I knew from my community were you know, giving money to streamers when I knew they had next to nothing and they were kids, and I was just like, that's not what I like. Now this isn't going to line up perfectly with what we're doing, and that's fine, I think. So if we add that little ledge like there, it lines up with the path, that's cool. Then it lines up with this, but we don't have a double there, so we're going to do that now. Alright. Sam Revival and Danzo Twitch has subscribed with Amazon Prime. Thank you ever so much for your subscriptions, greatly appreciate it. I hope you're enjoying today's live stream. Maybe we can just put double lips on the opposite side. Like, there's no reason we can't. I would say, however, I feel like this would be a good spot to... Well, I tell you what, we leave ourselves with a path here. Maybe we just have a path that goes off towards the ice terrain. One thing I'd love for us to do in this season is link things together. In fact, any season of Hermitcraft, any Minecraft world, I think it's great to link things together. Even if you don't actually walk those paths and you fly around on your elytra, it makes the world look so much more connected and lived in to have little paths linking things together. So maybe we'll leave that open. Here's a problem. We actually want to turn off to the side around here. So let's modify what we've been doing and try and figure this out again. I know... Cool. Alright, here's a proper question for you in chat now. Alright, I know I'm terrible at keeping up with my own chat. Some days I'm a little bit more interactive than others. Today's not been one of those days. It's Sunday morning. I'm just waffling and building. But here's a serious question. Are any of you this fussy with where and how you build? Because I just get... Like, I have created some artificial rules for myself about how I'm building. And now I'm getting kind of meticulous with it. And, you know, really trying to flesh out these walls and make it all feel parallel and link up properly and make sense. But does it really need to be like that? Does it really need to be like that? Pyrio says I am. Some people are saying yep. Some people are saying nope. Absolutely. Yes, yes, yes. Quite a few yeses and a few no's. I think we're looking at like an 80 yes, 20 no kind of thing here. I think one of the best ways to figure out if it's worth it or not, okay, to think of it in that way, is it worth my time, is probably to go look at other people's builds, right? And, you know, if you never notice this stuff, then what's the point? But if you do notice it, then there probably is a good reason. I think what we should do is pull this out here and put our next 2, 3, 4, 5 sort of around here. Yeah, that could be it. So we're going to end up with like this all not aligning at some point. Now the next question is, when do we want our path to head down the hill? I feel like we get another section out of this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then this here would be 1. I don't ever build on that scale, so no, says Mick. That's another thing, right? We're building on a big scale. Angry Canine there saying it's possible to overthink something and taking a break as a result of that. Taking a break is always a good idea. Even sometimes when you're enjoying something and in a good flow, you will kind of hit like a burnout point, and it's just like, whoa, need to step back from this now. Need to evaluate. So now our path's very wide, which is kind of not what I wanted, but I guess a couple of things here connect together, and at some point we want it to turn off in that direction. It's just a bit wide now. So what would we have to do in order to keep the width? So if we look at it like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it would be the middle. Why is that sideways? Middle would be like that. So basically the panels are not going to line up like they did here. And that's probably due to that. Although we're working on this now. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Does it bring it over a little bit closer? Because... oh, I'm not even sure at this point what's going on. I'm not even sure now. I think I've got a better idea, actually. I think I've got a better idea. I think this is going to end up looking a bit messy if we continue with the approach we currently got. This is what we're going to do. We're going to rip out the back of this, and we're going to just solidify the bit that we've got and say that's done, and then have the path continue of its own accord. It can go off into the distance like I originally described, but I think if we expand what we're building here out any further, it's going to get complicated, it's going to get messy, it's not going to look great. That seems to be, you know, I'm trying to figure these things out and it keeps looking like it's going to be messy. So let's actually use that to our advantage and take it as a sign to not continue building that way. So we're going to... yeah, wait, there's definitely something odd about this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They just don't line up very well, basically. I don't think I've done anything wrong, it's just the way the corners work. So is this actually... that's a width of 5. So's that, though. Oh well, we'll do something different at the end here. Corner, says Firalol. The corner puts it out at 1. Okay, that makes sense. I did wonder that because we've got different types of corners being built. It's just... done this stuff many times before. Unless you keep it relatively simple shapes, it's going to end up like that. Okay, so how does that look in the grand scheme of things? I'd say it looks pretty good. Corner over here works for some reason. That one wouldn't. Okay, and that would kind of be it. That would kind of be the space up the top here. The path would connect through this space. Then it would go off into the distance. At some point it's going to turn in this direction, and then we're going to build another section that starts somewhere around here and links across and connects to that bit over there, I think. It's kind of refreshing seeing X collecting all his blocks for once. Collecting all of my blocks for once. Oh, you mean the ones that have fallen on the ground. Got ya. Got you, got you, got you. So we're going to need more of this again. So let's make that up quickly. So there's our cyan. Sweet. Probably going to need more logs, right? I need to replant as well. Let's grab some more of those for our next section, that is. We need another material now as well, which I've already made, so that's good. And now we've got some junk. I'm going to throw away a couple of things that ain't really useful. So I have some dye. There we go. Wonderful. By the way, Silkeregen has resubscribed. Tier 3 for 3 months in a row. Thank you so much for the Tier 3 subscription, buddy. I'm sure you're aware as a Tier 3 subscriber you can play on our Let's Play Minecraft Together server, which, by the way, is not going to be updated to 1.13 anytime soon. I've learned something. Every update, every single update of this Minecraft game, Spigot, mods, they always take forever to update and catch up. But people always tell me that it's not going to be like that. Why did the music stop playing? It's on shuffle, but it seems to have decided that it's just going to end. That's really odd. Well, I will pick out a song for all of y'all at random. Bam. Huh. So shuffle can not play all of the songs and just stop. That's interesting. X, let's pray that you don't die for falling in that lava. I'll be fine if I fall in the lava. Don't worry about it. Shuffle does not make it play forever, says Sam Alta. Well, how does it decide when it should stop? Is that one of the shuffles? It's like it's either going to play a song or stop. Because I've used shuffle on other programs. I'm using VLC, by the way. And on other programs, it will play everything in the list on shuffle and then stop. You know? Next year, 2019, Minecraft is 10 years old. I wonder what update they're developing. They could do something special for a 10 year, couldn't they? I don't know what that would be. Oh yeah, this clearly needs to step up one over here. And we need to go get stair blocks, that means. So, back we go, I guess, right? Back over here. Need to sleep in a bed. Do you have repeat all on when playing your music, says you're in. If I put repeat all on, then the shuffle will play through everything and then play through it again. Depends on what program, though. They all operate different. On some, it might stop after it hits the last song on the bottom of the list. It's kind of a bug, I think, says Sam. Well, it hasn't played the bottom of the list on this one, so it wouldn't be that. X, I think you should build the corners you build. I think the last corners you built are wrong. They're different from the other corners. I don't think they are. There's just different types, right? When they turn in... Oh, I see what you mean, actually. If we look over there... Oh, yeah. There's two types of inward turning corner. That one and that one. I guess they work in different circumstances. But if we were to build that one... we would then have a panel of 5. Well spotted, my friend. We are working with different types of corners, and therefore this should actually be like so. Well spotted, my friend. That was some brain power getting used right there. Jeez. That would have sent me to sleep if I had to figure that one out myself. Mr. Sheep, are you trying to tell me that you want to be the secret sheep that only the people in the stream know about? Peeps, you're now part of a secret Hermitcraft club. It's a very exclusive club. There's only 1,900 of you. But you know where that sheep is, and it's forever a secret. Oh, I built it wrong. Actually, no, it wouldn't fit. It wouldn't fit, because it would make it smaller. Oh, I built that totally wrong. Or I could have it unique and leave it like that. It would have made this bit small. Oh, jeez. Didn't think it through. Whatever, whatever. We're going back. No more secret. You're no longer part of a secret Hermitcraft club. I'm very sorry. Turned out that wasn't what I thought it was. And now we're back to that. Okay, done. We're no more wall building. There we go. I never got the stone brick stairs. I'm so annoyed. Rook says, won't the sheep despawn? Sheep don't despawn. Passive animals don't despawn. They never despawn. Pro tip. Hashtag pro tip. Hashtag hashtag. Right, do you know what I got? I got these. I got these for a reason, you know. There is a reason that we got these. It is not for the XP. Okay, the stone bricks even are actually for all of this. Like down the front here. Because, woo, get out of my way, kelp. Get out of my way. Move, kelp, get out of the way. Okay. Assumer, has the server lag fixed? What is causing it, says Arbiter. No, we still have issues. Oh, jeez. I tried to look for Iskall's thing last night, and I tried flying, and it was utterly awful. Yeah, 1.13.1 hasn't fixed much. Some bits here we need more of the other type of wood, don't we? I think I actually got that. Wonderful. And, well, did that wrong. Did that totally wrong. Oh yeah, there was like a creeper blast here. I think I might just leave that one alone for now. The development of modding APIs like Forge or Spigot depends on what needs to be updated. For 1.13, both APIs were rewritten from the bottom up. Another example of when 1.8 is happening. Forge took a long time because the way things rendered changed with causing a lot of problems with mods. Spigot was quick because it didn't need to deal with, and that one went off the screen. Cuplex, thank you for the detailed explanation. Yeah, I mean it was just a case of us very much under the impression that 1.13 was going to be a very quick update for Spigot. No. Like, pretty much like all of them, it's going to be a long wait. So that's why Let's Play Minecraft Together is still on 1.12. And so will the Plot World probably be on there for a long time. Which is a shame, really, because one of the things that would have me playing on the Plot World is it were updated, because I like to go on there and build stuff for Hermitcraft, you know, but it doesn't work when it's out of date. Don't have access to the new stuff. Oh, okay. I was thinking 6 wide? Hang on, what? How is this 6 wide? That can't be so. At some point, I was going to come back round and put like cracked and mossy bricks on these, but unless you do it from the beginning, I'm probably not going to bother. Well, I don't know. This is a big project right here. I need a reason to build more projects in this area because this is a really nice built-up area, but it's only got one purpose at the moment, And that's typical me, to go over the top of what we're doing. 1.13 rewrote a lot of things in the back end. It won't be a fast update, that's for sure. Yeah, well, you know, some lessons you've got to learn over and over again. Thought I'd learned that one, but apparently not. Don't know if you've noticed, particles cause client lag a lot more than they ever have before. Typical Enderman file on my server are normal particles that spawn when Endermen land on Soul Sand just kills my frame rates. Yeah, Angry K9, I noticed it, but in a different way. I noticed things like the particle effects from Soul Sand and magma blocks were causing lag. And that seemed like, well, you know, if you use them in large quantities like you would for a farm, then there's loads of particle effects. I'm not sure if it's actually that the... Well, you said Enderman farm, so I'm guessing that's not a new farm, that's an upgraded farm. Yeah. Well, if you're using something that was definitely performing better in 1.12, then yes. But I was under the impression that we see particles a little bit more. But definitely those Soul Sand and Magma ones, they need something done to them, because they can really hurt your frames, even when you're in just a vanilla world, going over some terrain. If it's the wrong type of terrain in the ocean, there's a big... you know, patch of magma blocks down below because of how they generate. That could be a big problem. That needs optimizing. What will be in the 20.0 updates, says Terra Life? I don't know, but I'll probably be around when that one comes out, I hope. Jeez, I hope I'll be around. I mean, what I meant was I'll probably be still making videos and stuff, right? Let's put our stairs at that bit there. Actually, no, I'm going to put them back by one. And put those there. That's cool. I think that looks nicer because you come into the thing a little bit. Right, now we're going to need some dirt and some of those blocks. Mr. Chickens investigating. What do you think? Oh, you think it's worth an egg? Thank you so much, man. Appreciate it. See, the chicken knows we're doing a good build. Gave me an egg. Right. Path comes up here, goes straight into this area, and then it's going to go straight out the other side. So we need more of that, more of this. Our stairs will be here. So that actually doesn't need to be there. And it's all ready for an expansion now. The other thing is that all of this is going to be a path as well. Did that egg just come from its mouth and not its butt, says Yorin? That's how chickens lay eggs, right? From their mouth? You wouldn't lay an egg out your bum. Jeez, that's just weird. Okay, let's go and do this. So at this level, it's going to be a little bit higher, right? Let's put those there and do it like we did a second ago, because that shows us where it should go to be consistent. So then we can attach these ones in and get the rest of it correct. Nice. It's going to go to that point there. That looks good. And we're out of that powdery stuff. Well, so be it. I think I'm going to put grass as our filler block on the sides. Might change it later on, but since it's so little, and this is a different... Actually, as I'm placing it, I'm thinking it's kind of boring. It'll be something like that. Is there going to be a community project like last season, says Hermitcraft for sure. Yeah, I mean, the whole island is a community project, right? We've got to fill... The point of the season is the community project. We've got to transform this entire continent. And the continent is massive. From here, I can't even see anyone else's builds. That's how big it is. I mean, Stress and Iskau are off in that direction, but we can't even see them. And the modern district is over there, but we can't even see it. It's a huge project. Anyway, I think I'm overdoing this now. Like, yeah, we get the point. This will all get filled in. What we need to do next, before we move on to some other stuff, is just figure out a little bit more about where this path is going to go. Let's go make some more of the concrete powder. Find Iskall loot boxes with TDMs. As I've said earlier, it will be the end of the stream. I'll decide if I want to go have a quick look. But y'all got to have some theories on where we're going to. You know, can't just do anything. If you want to be pedantic, the egg comes out the chicken's cloaca. Birds have different guts than us. Different guts? That's just weird. Right, chuck those in there. Oh, I just realised something. I put 7 in each of these, so I used a dried kelp block to smelt 4 items. I was supposed to put 3 in each, and then I decided to just put more in for some reason. What an idiot. What is that, a derp? Oh. Oh, I can see it now. I can see the people going, yeah, that's a derp. That's a derp. Because they're a bunch of derp things. Look at all those derp faces in chat. They're not here yet, but I can predict the future. I bet you a bunch of derp fiends are revealing their identities. Oh, hard-coded! I'm calling you out as a derp fiend. Logan Garrett. Turo for life. Joe Till. Bunch of derp fiends, y'all are. Trying to say everything I do is a derp. It's just an honest mistake. Just an honest mistake. Goodness me. Yeah, we're going to need to tidy up our inventory a little bit for what we're going to do next. Oh, I did say I was going to do more of that path, but I think I might actually just leave it for now. I might just leave it be. Let's put away some of these building blocks. Some of the woods. And you know what? I keep just throwing away the grass and the dirt at the moment. Got loads of it. Too much of it and not anywhere to put it, you know? Alright, now let's pick up our base. Oh yeah, and the saplings. Right, so we're going to pick up our base and we're going to move over to that side now. Got a little job to do over there. And I've actually just remembered another really important job. Wait, I just put my backpack in there. We don't want to do that. Sweet. And another sapling. Off we go. Yeah, so I'm thinking I kind of want to look through the creative inventory menu. I don't want to log out particularly. Because I have to restart the client if I do that. I'm just going to load up another client and look at it off screen. Let's do that now. Actually, no, I'll reboot the game. Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll reboot the game. Anyway, we're going to make some changes in this area now. The people have voted, and they have voted for this look here, which I'm not... I think the one to go with was this one in the end, but the majority of the polls said that one there. I think we're going to go with it. Oh, I'm so torn. I'm so torn. I really think the one on the right looks better. But over here, I think it being sandy will transition with... Actually, no, it won't. It'll blend it all. Maybe... Do you know what? I'm going to go against my own poll and actually go with this. Oh, it does look nice. It does look nice. I can't make up my mind. I literally can't make up my mind. Someone says mix them. Like what? Have one on one side and one on the other? Like this. Grey on one side and sand on that. Take the grey one, says Martine. Use the grey. Grey's better. This is blasphemy. Oh, jeez. Blasphemy. It's hard, isn't it? It's hard trying to figure out which one to go with. Man, now people are saying grey looks better. Do a poll. I mean, I literally did a poll. That's the point. That is the point. I did a poll. And look where we are. Oh, I needed that. Gonna need fuel, leaves, building blocks. Sweet, there we go. Right, oh, I'm gonna go with grey. My gut just keeps telling me grey, right? I know the other one looks good, but I don't think it's gonna look as good the more space it takes up. So, I mean, at the end of the day, right? Another way of looking at this is it's a game. Do you want to get irritated, frustrated, and annoyed about trying to make a decision in a game of, oh, am I gonna go with this thing? They both look good, so we can't really lose. So why don't we think about it like that? Why don't we think about it like, hey, this is a win-win situation. Like, why are you getting stressed out? Okay, now we've got to figure out what coral it is. Because we just use one type, I think. So, trying to keep that texture in my head. Did I use a different one over here? No, pretty much the same one every single time. Cool, so we need to figure out what type of coral that is. It is a dead fire coral. So fire coral is the one that hopefully I picked up a lot of over at the ocean. Fire coral, yes, is the one that we got the most of? No, not the most, but a lot. So those three materials are what we're going to place in the ground, peeps. Let's start off by ripping out some of this. Some of this and some of that. Sand on the seaside. Sand on the seaside, grey on the wall side. Nah, I don't think we're going to do it like that. One thing we could do is actually just have sand in this area over here, since it's a bit beachier and sticking out. I like that idea. In which case, let's start with... So this area on the inside is too small to really be significant. Let's go and do all of this first. This is the area that I have the most concern about, right? So that actually makes a lot of sense to do that first. I'm concerned... Where the hell did you come from? Are you hiding under there? Oh, jeez. Jeez, waiting for me around the corner, are they? Okay, yeah, so I reckon the most important part to figure out is actually this bit here, so we'll do it first. Reason being that we've got that big pile of sand up there, and I can't help but feel that by making all of this down here, the sandy beach colour, it will just look a bit off. One thing that would be great about this is, like, if we were in creative mode with world edit on like a world edit server, like you could just run commands and quickly have a look at what the entire area would look like with even material. That is some powerful building right there. I would like to do that. By the way, Vulgar Display of Bread has resubscribed for 12 months in a row. Vulgar Display of Bread, thank you ever so much for your continued support. I appreciate that. I'm building this at the wrong height. Appreciate that. Hope you enjoyed today's stream. Am I building it in the right height? I was. No. Oh yeah, this drops down because of that thing. Right. Jeez, confusing. Confusing much. Vulgar Spray of Bread, thank you so much for the support. Also, Necro Sage has subscribed with Amazon Prime. And Smeehy has subscribed with Amazon Prime as well. Well, Smeehy, thank you ever so much for the support. Appreciate it. Do you know what can go? These. These can go. They can go. They can get out of here. They can scram. They can skedaddle. Start placing these suckers down. Did we do anything in particular in terms of veins in that other area? I think andesite might have been the dominant block. Let's go double check it. Actually, gravel is the veinier. Right, we'll continue with that. Gravel will be the veinier of them. I think that's a smart decision. Alright, so bit of gravel, bit of gravel, bit of gravel, fire block, that doesn't fit in, that's all red, what do you think? Oh, okay, we understand now, Suma, we understand. Madness, madness, it doesn't look right at all. Voila. I like that it changes, that's cool. Makes like a bit of a squidgy noise when it gets placed as well. What is cursor capture, says that Jared. Cursor capture, I think, is someone referring to how the cursor is being captured by the software we use to stream in order for it to be shown to you. Pretty nice distribution so far, I'd say. That's so much better, so much better. Now, let's start to bring it into this space here. Are we going to run out of gravel straight away? Of course we are. Of course we are. I haven't planned ahead at all here. Dolphin says, is this even what Minecraft happened? Is this even Minecraft? What happened to the game I played 5 years ago? Dolphins 1997. Thank you so much for the bits. I appreciate the support. If you last played 5 years ago, the game has come a long, long way, as you might be able to tell. Or you might mean that you don't like it. I'm not sure, but I like it. I like it a lot. You people are stupid, says Tark Yassin. I mean, why say that? There's no reason to say that. We need to go sleep in a bed. Has a little bit. Yeah, let's go over here. Right. And I've got to get out and get back in again because of the weird bug being back. We've got no idea what causes that. Dolphins says, nah, I love Minecraft, just got busy with college and other games. Cool, well, if you're back now, you've got 5 years of content to catch up on, jeez. Tom says, man, I don't have enough imagination to play vanilla Minecraft, I just watch others. Yeah, it definitely takes some imagination, but that's what the game is about, in my opinion. It's the game of imagination. I mean, none of this stuff existed. We made it, we gave it a purpose. Right, let's build our veins off of the previous gravel veins, just so it don't look too much. Now we need to put some blocks down here. That, right, yeah, something's got to change just around here, doesn't it? I'm not sure, because we don't really have any half slabs or stairs for the current blocks we're using. That is a point. So that's looking alright. That's looking pretty good, actually. Question is, do I like it more than the sand? The sand is so bright and vibrant. I can't make up my mind. Now I'm wondering if the sand would look better over here. Jeez, I mean, I guess we could do a bit of a rough test with this, right? Oh look, there's already some andesite and gravel here. Jeez. Oh man, I'm really not sure. I'm not going to bore you with this anymore, actually, because I'm just twiddling my thumbs and not sure if I want to go with this one or that one. It's nice, but I'm starting to think maybe the sand would look better. Torn in what material to use, says Lee Cameron. Yeah, literally. I really am just torn. I'm not sure what way to go. Maybe what we could do then is have sand around that side, and up the top here and down there we could go for this one. So we kind of split it up based on where it is. Let's fill in this section with it, because this will surely look good. If this was sandy, with it being higher up, it wouldn't feel right. I don't think, because it's like up on a platform. It's like, why would the sand be up there? Down at the beach level, it makes total sense. Right, let's start off with our gravel veins. Gonna have quite a lot of gravel. And something like that. That's a reasonable amount of gravel, I think. Maybe there's a bit too much just here. Let's break that up. Alright, now the andesite and corals. So I don't want to use too many of these corals because they're the harder ones to get hold of, I guess. I like that they're red. It kind of makes it very obvious where they are while you're beginning to place them down. That's cool. That'll do, I think, and the rest will be andesite. Oops. So up here, that makes total sense. That really looks proper there, doesn't it? That looks right. Also, I don't really know that lip adds very much. It looks kind of odd and out of place. Might be smarter just to put in the other blocks. I'm going to remove that. That would mean this one here needs to be something. There we go. Yeah, I think that looks... yeah, probably makes sense to change it over. What happened to the coral blocks, says Fox? They die if they're not touching water. So they become dead corals. Have your gravel back. Okay, so we need some log action now. I don't actually think I've got any birch logs, which would kind of suck. What type of wood are we using at that level? Spruce, isn't it? We've got a spruce one. Let's take that. Estra is here, resubscribing tier 3 for 6 months in a row. Thank you ever so much for half a year of support. Appreciate that ever so much. I hope you're enjoying today's live stream. Didn't I say I was going to... oh yeah, I've got another little job to do that I need another copy of the game for. Just noticed that. Man, this is a classic Sunday morning stream, right? I'm just waffling. You don't even know what I'm talking about. Okay, we need some... yeah, we don't have any. We need one of those. Ha, gotcha. Sweet. Oof, why is he wasting it, says Dolphins. Why am I wasting what? Okay, put those in there. Some building blocks. Furnaces go in here. And I just need one of that. Just chuck away the grass and the dirt and the rotted flesh. Alright. Logs. There you go. Let's quickly go up there and sort that thing out. Oh, Dolphins, I did see your cheer. I just read the thing before it and then I got 3 jaws. Dolphins is here throwing bits, doing a cheer. Saying, what is the red block and why does it change colour? It's a coral block from the coral reefs. The game now has beautiful coral reefs. We are not near one and we may see one in a... no, actually I don't think we will. We're probably not going to see one in a bit. But these are the blocks from the coral reefs, and if they don't touch water they die and turn into dead coral blocks, which are good for use in, you know, pathway textures and stuff like that. Let's chuck that sapling over here, right, and pick up our boxes. Was that 8 of them, I think? Make sure we got them all. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes. Cool. Now we need to pick up this thing, that thing there, and that. We can move over to the next area. So I noticed this at the very beginning of the stream. I got a job that needs doing over in this area. I got to replace some things, right? Let's go over there and I'll show you what I mean. So we got sand blocks around the back here. Oh, by the way, what did I say earlier in the stream about the furnaces? So I usually have this one sometimes on, sometimes not. So those changes that we made earlier made a difference because now this one is on and possibly this one gets activated every so often. How did a bit of coal get in there? No, wait, wood. A wood log. Oh, that might have just been from where we're chopping wood around there. Fascinating. Oh, and a fish got in there as well. Jeez. Asuma, you should smelt some kelp and manually take it out of your smelter. You would get a ton of XP. Oh, yeah, I know. I plan on doing that at some point. I plan on doing that. Right, so anyway. Let's just go into this world. Close that. Oh no! Oh no! What's happened here? I've frozen. Oh no, peeps. Oh no, it's all going wrong now. Oh, we're back. Okay, we're good. Cool. I need a non-stackable item. So all blocks in this menu are stackable. Most things in this one will be stackable. What's not? I mean, no, wait. It has to be a non-stackable, not just something we rename. Nothing in there is... So redstone, we might have... Boats. Boats will probably be the one. Minecarts cost iron. Boats... Oh, we could also do tools. Ah! That is probably the cheapest thing that we can put in. Tools, yeah. This is why I like having this menu, right? I like referring to this menu when you need to think things through. Imagine if we do it with tridents, jeez. So we could yeah, take the cheapest of things, which is probably the wooden shovel, even cheaper. Wooden shovel. Cheapest we can think of, I reckon. Right? Unless you had an iron farm, then maybe shears. So, yeah, I don't think we're going to get any better. Water bottles would also be really cheap if we had glass. Which we do. I'm going to go wooden shovel. Wooden shovel, peeps. A wooden spoon, says Mick. A wooden spoon. How long will you be streaming for today, says Greco? A fair bit longer, because we're going to do this Iskall challenge. Natana60 has subscribed. Natana, thank you so much for subscribing. I appreciate your support. And I hope you enjoy today's live stream. The Liggity live stream. Snoop Dogging things again. Jeez, I should stop doing that. It's not funny. Right, let's take this. Do that. Go in here. One of them. Two of them. 3, 4. Okay. Craft that. Bam. Make those shovels. Make those shovels. Make some more. This is going to take a while to do, I think. Shovel, shovel, shovel. Right, yeah. So what I need to do is I need to go to every single hopper that is behind a furnace. Okay, so can we reach the one at the very end? I'm not sure. I think we can. I think we're looking at it. Yeah. So I need to do this for all of these. And I know what you're thinking. This is thrilling entertainment. I can't believe it. Oh, look at those skills. Jeez, no. I know what you're thinking. This is boring. I tell you, it needs to be done. We do the grind on the streams. That's what we do. We do the grindy stuff. Our ender chest stackables, says Real Any Boy. They are stackable indeed. There's some right there. Let's grab some more material. What am I farming a lot of at the moment? I've got loads of oak, so let's grab that. Turn those into some. Right, let's turn that many into sticks. That many into those. And, well, what would you know? Can make 32 of those. Good. Hello, welcome back to another tutorial, says Slayer Evan. It's not quite like that, but I know what you're getting at. Evac says, it's raining again. Going to put the kettle on. The kettle. The bringer of tea. And warm, good feelings. So the reason that we do this, by the way, according to Nembomb, who told me about it, if we have something like this, right, this cannot accept any more items. Therefore, the hopper doesn't look above it to ask for more items. If I leave sand in there, it's going to look upwards and it's going to ask the hopper above, do you have sand for me, essentially. So, if we were to put these things in, once it's filled up with kelp, it is not going to continue looking upwards, asking to the heavens above, what is the meaning of life? No, it's going to not ask anything because it's full up. So, effectively, we are reducing a little bit of load on the server just by doing this one simple practice. One simple trick to improve your Minecraft server. Clickbait. You are so funny, Isuma, says Slayer11. I'm glad you think I'm funny. Because, I don't know, I'm certainly not a comedian. I'm not trying to be a funny man. I'm just a goofball, doing goofball things. There's a hole there. Gee, Mr. Hole, you're in an inconvenient place. Right. Oh, and now, okay, I'm sort of snugly squeezed into here, I guess. Wooden shovel can be used as fuel. You tell me that now? You're telling me that? No, you bunch of trolls. Oh yes, Asuma, you're such a smarty pants. You're such a smarty pants. With your wooden shovels, yeah, that's a great idea, Asuma. Oh, look at you, aren't you clever? Aren't you clever? Figuring out a solution to a problem. Jeez. And they call me a derp. They call me a derp. I think they've got a good reason for that. Okay. Okay, I'll give you that one. That's a derp right there. Okay, you got your one derp of the stream. Leave me alone. Now don't tell me that stone shovels can be used as fuel, because then I'm going to cry. Then I'm literally going to cry. Well, this just got a whole lot slower. You know? You should have kept silent. Now you got to watch me get rid of shovels all stream. Okay, the mod says noob plus pro equals X. Yep, probably. Probably a mixture of those things is me, you know. Let's go ahead and chuck down an extra one of these, actually. Did I never pick up... Oh, crafting bench is there now. Right. Ignore me. Hi. Bam. Oh, lots of shovels. Let's go do this. Just burn the shovels to empty them. Well, that would take a long time to happen. And that would mean I'd have to clear out all of my dried kelp, which I've spent a long time filling up. So I'd consider that not to be a great idea. Okay, there we go. Wonderful, 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 wonderful. I am definitely a fool. Okay, that was a little bit of song. Legendary! Best way to improve your Minecraft server. The text before this you're reading should be caps, not clickbait, says Thomas. Not clickbait. I love it when I see that in a title. I'm like, well, that's clearly clickbait. Oh, what is the most ridiculous title for a clickbait video ever? Click this link for Immortal Life. I don't know. Jeez. You can use the wooden shovels to spoon prank Mumbo. But we already did that at the beginning of the stream. I don't think he'd appreciate it being spoon pranked twice. You know, I think it's a bit overboard. I think you're getting a little bit ahead of yourself there, you know. A little bit too excited. It's this song again. So shuffle, I guess we started shuffling again, right? So now it's gone, now it's picked a song that we've already heard this stream. That's fine. It's not a problem, but you know. Usually we don't repeat the songs on the stream. If there's any song I want to be repeated on a stream, it's this one. So that I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining. Click this link to upgrade your graphics card. That's a good one. Okay, goodbye shovels. We don't need you anymore. You're redundant. And now we'll have some of those shovels. Why didn't you rename the items? Says Naeem. Why would we rename them? There's no need to rename them. That'll cost me a lot of XP, and that would be slow as well. Okay, there we go. Man, I love this song. Sweet. Right, there we go. Not many left to do now. Click this link for infinite harmony, not clickbait. Works in 2018, says Hardcoded UT. Jeez. How about installing more RAM? I mean, you can install more RAM. Install it into your computer, that is. I mean, that's a real thing. I've installed more RAM into a computer before. Right, let's do that. Like the video if you think we should help poor children. A classic Facebook like bait. Really? Oh, I've not seen the Facebook ones. That being said, when I opened up right, so every time I live stream, I open up Facebook to accept friend requests. That's just like a ritual that for some reason has become part of my live streaming one. I think it's because I used to announce on Facebook before it did it automatically, so it's part of my sequence. Anyway, when I went on there today just to accept friend requests before I started streaming, there was a SoFlo video that was just like some reposted stolen content. Can't actually remember what it was, but it just amused me because it was SoFlo. For any H3 fans out there, you'll know what I'm getting at, probably. Extra hotbar is cut off, says Young Gats. Oh no! Oh no, my hotbar's cut off. Jeez. Whatever will we do? It's time to end the stream then. Just have to give up streaming if we ain't got half a hotbar. Let's get in here. I think we just need 4 more now, right? So that's 4. Bam. Job done. Chuck that in there. Woohoo! Right. We have significantly, very slightly, improved the performance of the server in microscopic quantities. Possibly. I don't actually know how big of a deal that was, but I figured we would do it anyway. Where are we at with our regular streaming time? Wow, we just went over our regular streaming time. We're going to do more, apparently. So somewhere around here, I should have a bunch of rockets that I brought. Ha! Let's grab these rockets. We seem to be good to fly at the moment. We've got a backpack full of things that we need. That's kind of it. That is kind of it. So, peeps, what are your theories on where we should go? Someone posted coordinates at the beginning of the stream, and I said, tell me them later, and we'll go there. We've got 2,300 people watching, by the way. So for all of you watching, Iskall has created a challenge for us to go find a particular location. I'm going to use the seed and a mist for this, because I think that's what you guys have been using since people have been sharing coordinates. So I'm going to go over to the Hermitcraft ready. Go to 950 3050. Well, you see, before I go there, I'm going to actually look it up on the world seed. So 950 3050 from Soul Pat. Okay, now I got the seed. I'm going to fire up a mist. So bear with me, peeps. Just doing some off-camera stuff. Let's eat some food. Do I need more food before I leave? Probably. Probably need more food. Do I have any here or there? Where am I going to get some more food from? I think I've got a chest full of food. There's that one cod. That one cod. Hashtag that one cod. This thing's still relatively full by the looks of it. That's good. Okay. Let's load this up. I've got a mist now. In a new world, what would you do first? Slime farm, villager breeder, iron farm? I don't know. Depends what other things you're doing as well, right? Like, I play kind of creatively. Like, I want to do things that aren't just, hey, let's build a farm for that material. It's like, let's build a service for the hermits. So, for me, the order can always just be a bit organic. So we've had a suggestion for 950 minus, sorry, 3,000, no, 950. So that would be all the way down here. That's a very long way away. This actually, no, this challenge is like ridiculous. It could be anywhere. That being said, this looks like a very good guess. I do want to say that looks like a very good guess. 950, 350. Yeah, let's actually give that. It's funny because when I look at the bit that looks most like the terrain from Iskall's video, it kind of looks like it's exactly there. So Soul Pat, do you want to tell us what is your reasoning behind these coordinates that we're going to go visit? Hi. Wait, I need that, and I need that. And I need some luck. Wish me good. Oh. Oh, Jesus. Walk of shame. Walk of shame. Walk of shame. Where's the dirt barn? There is. There's the dirt barn. I found the dirt button, peeps. Don't worry, don't worry. I found the dirt button. Press the dirt button. That's taken care of. Oh, geez, I've got very little durability left. I don't think we're actually going to get very far. Do you know what we can do? We can repair this, right? Where's my... Didn't even bring my ender chest. I should quit. I should quit while I'm ahead. I'm about to make a fool of myself, peeps. I know it. Something foolish is coming our way. I'm feeling the derps. The derps are growing. They're getting stronger within me. Okay. Okay. Valuables. Yes. Aha! 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 Did you know about that? Doesn't do a lot, does it? Let's get 2 more. Yeah, let's actually just do that for now. Okay, gonna put the anvil and that away first. Right. So Pat, if you're there, your message would have been missed because of all the dirt message. Not good. Hashtag not good. Mr. Soul Pat, just give it a couple of minutes for chat to calm down. Then wait another 10 because I'm probably going to do something ridiculously stupid in a moment. You know, seems like that's the way that things are going. By the way, Mario Miners NZ has subscribed. Thank you ever so much for subscribing, Mario Miners. Sorry for taking a very long time to get back to you on that. Jeez, I mean, it's not very good at this, am I, basically? Hashtag not good is trending. This is why he doesn't stream longer than 2 hours, says Bannon Beer. Yep, then the derps start rolling in. They start riggedy rolling in. By the way, if we started at negatives, this may actually be too far away. This might be well over 4,000 blocks. He said of the, I think Iskaner's video said of the island, but wait, we've got to go to 900 and 3,000. Yeah. Wow, big old jungle. Yeah, he might have been thinking 0, 0, but that's not where the main island is. The main island is around like -1,000, -1,000. This is why he should stream longer than 2 hours, says Globe. Jeez. You want the derps. Goodness me, I didn't think anyone was interested in watching someone be a complete buffoon. I mean, why would you want to see that? Just torturing yourself, basically. Sure you said -950, says Cosmo Guy. No, 950 and 3,000. Let me double check while we're in the air. Yeah, 950 and... It's actually more like 850, I think, is where I want to land. So now let's actually pull straight. Okay, so 600 blocks in front of us. Right, we should be attentive now, because this area, this terrain, is the sort of terrain where Iskal might have hidden it. So it'd be wise for us to be attentive on our way there as well. Okay, I don't see anything in this area. Oh my god! Oh my... Dude! Soul Pat, you are so right! Soul Pat says he used the seed and like... Oh, I saw your message. You were so right, buddy. You were... Now, when I looked at the miss map, I was like... Man, that really looks like the area. Oh, Soul Pat MVP. Man, I want to preserve this. I want to open it at the beginning of my next video. So can I open that There's signs to read. I'm going to put the block back. Okay. And we're going to try... Yeah, if we enter this from the side, the block's going to fall down, but then I can just place them back again. Yeah, that's nice. I want to preserve this. Well, Soul Pat, well done, my friend. Dear Hermit, congratulations on finding the first airdrop. Make sure to break it down completely and take all the loot. Soul Pat, the MVP. Oh, I'm liking these diamonds. The Heart of the Sea. Wonderful stuff. That, my friends, is a fantastic note for us to end the episode on. I appreciate it. I appreciate it, Mr. Soul Pat. You're the MVP of the stream. If I could gift you a sub, I would, but even though I own the channel, it doesn't let me do that, unfortunately. Soul_Pat. I'm going to write down your name and see if I can arrange something. Soul Pat, was there a 1 on the end? Soul Pat, just write in chat before we end this stream. I'll be watching chat. Let's end it. We're ending it here. I'll be watching it and looking out for your username. Thank you, everyone. Oh, Juicy Red Eye, thank you for subscribing with Amazon Prime. That is the end of the stream. We have found the crate. That's really cool. That's the end of the stream. Thank you, everyone who subscribed, resubscribed, donated, and cheered. As always, I appreciate your support. And this is where we end it, I guess. I'm going to send you over to Jax Mackie, who's streaming some Minecraft. But that's it from me. Thank you. I'll see you all later. Bye-bye.